you doing, guys? One thing I like about getting up so early is I'm usually working for a couple of hours before I have to deal with anybody. Place is empty, very quiet, but I usually get to work about 4 a.m., which means I'm usually up about 2 a.m. to have coffee. And I realized one thing. I don't use coffee to wake up. I wake up to have coffee. I'll sit there for about an hour having coffee before I start getting ready for work. Now I get here about 4 a.m., so by the time I open and have to deal with the customers, I'm fully awake. Most of the time, I have no problem dealing with customers, except for last Monday. This Monday after Super Bowl. All I heard all morning was, "Hey, did you see the Super Bowl?" No, I didn't. Oh, why not? Well, this was every single customer that came in. It's almost like a religion to them. And this is one after the other, after the other. I finally put a sign up that said, "No, I did not watch the Super Bowl." Which got me to thinking, after watching Kim last week, what are Jehovah's Witnesses thinking as far as going to Vegas this Super Bowl Sunday to do their card witnessing? I got news for you. She brought up a good point, and I was thinking the same thing. If somebody is going to the Super Bowl, it's almost religious to them. Nothing else is on their mind. I mean, I have worked with people that were into the Super Bowl, and you could not change their conversation to save your life. If somebody is going to the Super Bowl, believe me, they are not interested in hearing from Jehovah's Witnesses. And for that matter, if somebody's going to Vegas, they are not going to Vegas to be saved. So believe me, JWs, you are wasting your time. So what was Watchtower thinking? They had to give you something to do, and you think you're going to do a good job. I saw them being interviewed, and they were all smiles about going to Vegas. But much like most of your card witnessing, it was a waste of time. You know, we all know JWs that have left the organization. We all know they've been to this fellowship in droves. It's no big deal anymore because we know they're leaving one after the other. Whole entire families are leaving. So it's no big deal anymore. It is a big deal when high-ranking officials start leaving. Now, Tony Morris was one. We still don't know the full story about that. But what's up with Robert Hendricks? Now, I can't say for sure if he's in, if he's out, if he was removed, or if he walked away. I can't find any information on him. And neither can anybody else. If anybody knows, I would love to hear it. That is 2 in 1 year. And so far, no word on it. But speaking of high-ranking officials, we all remember Jeffrey Jackson on the stand in the Australian Royal Commission, how he lied through his teeth. Matter of fact, they've all lied through their teeth when they were on the stand around the world. Do you remember when they said that they would start complying with local authorities as far as child abuse? They would turn over any suspected child abuser to the local authorities? Well, here it is all these years later, and they have yet to do so. On a local level, they are still hiding it and shielding it from the police. Now, publicly, they'll come out and say, well, we can't tell anybody not to go to the authorities, and we're not going to. Behind the scenes, they are coercing their members not to go to the authorities, that they will handle it internally. Well, obviously, it is a big failure when you are handling it internally. It doesn't go anywhere. And after all these years, you are now still lying to the police. And for any local JW elder who thinks they're doing good by protecting the organization, by keeping this concealed from the police, keep this in mind. You are now breaking the law on a local level. You are no longer in compliance with the local authorities. And if you think that Watchtower is going to come and save your ass, if they decide to arrest you or prosecute you, guess again. This is what Watchtower is doing. They're leaving it on you. And they will not shed a tear when the police come after you as local elders. So if you want to protect the organization, this is what you are facing. You are facing prosecution. You are breaking the law. And for that matter, if an elder or group of elders or any type of judicial committee tells any JW not to go to the police, go to the police. They are not there for your best interest. Go to the police because they are professionals. Watchtower elders are not. Anyways, guys, this was just a short one I wanted to get out. You all have a good day. I will talk to you soon.